peanut butter cookies. So to start, I have already added egg, my water, and my tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I'm already getting my oven preheated to 355. I mean 350. I'm sorry. So what you want to do, and I already had it made overnight. I already made it earlier on, but I am still making sure I got everything mixed together. Took it back out and make sure everything is mixed before I start adding it in. Before I start putting it in the oven, actually. Make sure it's all nice and smooth and combined. That way I won't have anything missing from my, well, it won't come apart and it's not gonna be undone underneath or anywhere in there. And yes, I'm mixing this with a spatula. You can use it with a mixer or you can use it like I'm using with a spatula. So what you want to have when you're doing this is your rubber spatula, including a baking sheet and a scooper, or yeah, a scooper that would scoop it out, but it might make scoop out too much. So you can also do it by hand, which I am going to be doing by hand instead of using the ice cream scoop. Okay. So that's ready to go. Now I can get rid of my spatula and clean up a little bit of the mess that's on the counter that I get from my cookies. Okay. Wipe that down. Make sure the mess that I made is cleaned up. Alright. So that's good to go. Now that we got my pans, here's the one right here. So you want to make sure you use a pan that is this size here. Can you guys see? And now what I'm going to do is get my baking sheets. Where are they? So I can use them. Oh. Okay. You want to make sure you're using parchment paper when you're doing it. Okay? And you also want to make sure it's the right size. If not, don't worry. You just go ahead and size it like so. And then, if you don't want to fold it, you can always use the extra for your next ones. But I recommend you folding it down so you can see how they are forming in the oven. Well, not forming, but cooking in the oven. That way you can make sure they're not burning. So what I had added to my cookies was oil, eggs, and water. Let me make sure those parts are down. Okay. So now, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move you guys. Just try to make sure you guys can see here. So now, what we are going to do is go ahead and take a big chunk, well, not big chunk, but a piece, and roll it up in your hands. And make it look like a ball like so. And then I'll show you what to do after we get them rolled up. This may make about, give or take, 24 cookies evenly, if not a little bit over or under. It depends on the size of your pan. And the size of the cookies you make, excuse me. So let me spread them out like so. Alright. You also can make them big or small. Depends on how you will prefer them. Like so. Alright, that one will go there. Now, if you like to, and you don't think your mix is well mixed or put together, you can either put it in the refrigerator or freezer. To help it thicken up while your other ones are in the oven getting ready to come out. But that's completely up to you. And then I'll show you a trick to do with your fork to make the lines in the cookies. So give me a second. And if you're just tuning in, I'm making peanut butter cookies. So while my oven is getting preheated to 300 and 350, I am going to finish making my cookies. And well, yes, rolling them out like so. Make sure you have enough room to spread because you don't want them to overlap one another. If they do, just break them apart with a spatula. Like not break them apart, but cut them down the middle or make a little slit so they they're not stuck together. And move that there. Let me break that up a little bit. Alright. So go like this. Like that one. So you want to make sure you have the all combined. You make one big ball. Like so. Okay. Oh, sorry. Like so right here. Let me make sure they are all set. Enough space in between. Like so. And that one up like that. And then here. Here and here and here. Alright. Now let me grab my fork and make the cookies shapes. You don't have to do this unless you want to. If you don't have to. It's completely up to you. So you want to make sure you're being very easily when you're going to do this. Go like that. Then this way. You want to be very careful not to lift up really fast because you can easily rip the cook. Well, not rip, but break the cookie, although it's not cooked. And if they stick, just make sure you slide the fork down and out. If they're trying to stick to the fork. You don't have to use a fancy fork. You can just use like a regular old kitchen fork. Like I'm doing here. Oh, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. If they're going to do it that way, okay. So now let me do this here. And then this away. And the reason why you want to use parchment paper is so it don't get stuck at the bottom of the pan when you try to take it off. So you go here like so, pull down, and then go here. You can use your right or left hand when you're doing this. I prefer both hands because it's easier for me to work with. And see how I'm moving the fork out very gently? So on this one, I'm going to move this over a bit. So go here, lift up, and then go here. And voila! You have your peanut butter cookies. Can you guys see? Hello! I am making peanut butter cookies. And now I'm about to put them in the oven. I put my fork here. Uh-oh. Sit that there. My oven is almost ready. Okay, so it's ready. I'm going to put these in for 8 to 10 minutes. So while these ones are going, I get the other ones ready. And be very careful when you're using your oven because it gets very hot. Set timer, 8 minutes. If you think they need to cook more, go ahead and put them in for 10 minutes. It's up to you on how long you want to bake your cookies for. Let me go ahead and grab my other pan. Guys, tomorrow I am going to be making popcorn balls, so please stay tuned. But for now, I'm just still doing the peanut butter cookies. Alright. So this one should be should be nice and ready for my cookies here. So go like this. Okay. So, alright. So now let's make this into a ball. Okay, so that's a ball. Guys, I can show you what it looks like while they are in the oven. Give me a second. Oh, my bad. So, can you see? They are looking like this when they're in the oven. When they come out, they are going to look a lot bigger. Let me see if I can get you guys a better look, because this came with my oven here. It's not getting a giving good look through, and it's in the oven, and it will look like this. Can you guys see? Well, that light not flaring on them so much. So they look like this going in, and they're already starting to expand. So now we close the door back and let them bake some more. So now I'm going to put you guys back right here. Can you guys see? Alright. So now, I think this may make more than 24 since I'm not making them that big. Let me go like this. You can put more than 4 on here. You just gotta be a little bit more focused on your how much spacing you have on your pan here. Just to make sure you're able to put them all. If not, you can just go ahead and make another pan. Okay, so that goes there. Something like that. So let me do these. Go like this. Like that, and then here. And go like this. So when you put your dough in the refrigerator, make sure you have it covered if you're going to put it in there so it can stay fresh and it won't get so hard and thick. Will hard on you when you're trying to make your cookies. Okay. And make sure you have enough room for them to spread out like you saw it, like you saw the other ones in the oven, how they have room to spread out. And that one goes there. And that one goes there. That one may be a little bit too big, but that's okay. Now, let's go. Let's make some more. It's okay if you have to move them. Just be very careful not to squish them because they're very soft and fragile when you're moving them. So as you can see, I am spreading them out to make sure they have enough room like so. So I have them like this. And then so I'm going to have a little bit extra. And so, oh, I forgot to make the marks on them. So you go here, 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 and then back this way, then down, then here, here, and here, and this way, and then here. So this is going to take a minute to get used to doing. It's okay if you mess up on them. Just, it's going to take practice, that's all. So let's see. That one goes that way. And then here. Like that. Oh, the other ones are done. Let me finish these up and then put these ones in. And I will show you what they look like when they come out. Oh, I messed that one up. So I'll just put this right there. So I don't. So just go like this. And then that goes here. This one goes like that. And that. And don't worry, I hear the oven. I didn't forget that they were in there. I'm just trying to make sure that none of them will. Hold on just a sec. And then make sure that is down so I don't come back up. Let me do this. So there we go. So that way. I hear you, my oven. Okay. And then go that way. So now I am going to bring you guys with me so you guys can see what it looks like when they come out. Just a sec. Where is my glove? Okay, here we are. So now you guys are going to see how they look when they come out the oven. Okay. And here they are when they're coming out. You want to be very careful not to burn your fingers or anything else while you're going. Okay, and then these ones are going in. So I'm going to go put those ones in. Like so. Oh, my phone keeps turning sideways. So it looks like that when I go in. And now reset the timer to 8. And now it should start. And with, excuse me. With the rest I have here, which is not a lot, I'm still going to use that to make another cookie. But it won't be as big, so just a second. Let me guys put you back right here. And let me get another pan. And then when these ones here that I just taken out cool off, I put them on a plate and show you what they look like all together. And after they're all set and cooled off. So just a second, guys. Just a second. You put it there. Oh. Okay. I am back. So now, with this, I'm going to try and make small ones. They're not going to be really big, but they're going to be small or medium. The best way I can, since I only have that much batter left, have this much left. So, give me just a sec. Let me put you guys back right here. And let me grab my stuff. I'm using parchment paper so it don't stick to anything. So I can so it won't stick. Alright. You can use a little bit of mixture just on the sides here and stick that down so the paper won't move. Or not. So I see what I had to do is just place them on here. And then have that way them down, have the way down. Let me go ahead and do this. It's easy. You can do this with one hand or two, but it depends on how you want to do it. If it's easy for you or not. So that works. That's holding it down. So now let me do this. How many minutes we got on the oven? 6 minutes for those ones there. Okay. Let me get this here. And then I put one there. That's holding it down. And then the last batch here. Can I make? How many I can make with this? Let me see. That's small, but I'm gonna have to work with it. Put that one there because it's gonna spread out, so it's gonna be okay right there. And then this that one may be too small. But I did all of them. I spreaded them out so you guys can see. Let me move this out the way. But I still am going to need my fork, so give me a second. So now let me just go ahead and do this. Press down, move very slowly, go this way, and easily pull, and then here, like so. And then this way. Oh, wait, no. Go. There we go. Okay. So when you're going to put them in, be very careful and don't go really fast or you will break the cookie. As you saw that I did on one of them earlier, in a way. Okay. So there we go. This one came out a little bit deformed, but that one should be fine. Now, what I'm going to do is check on my cookies. So those ones in there are fine. So when they are coming out, they're going to be big. So now like these ones here are cool. These ones here are cooled off for a little bit. Gotta make room for the other ones. Uh-oh. Okay. For the other ones that are coming out. But for now, this is how they look when they come out. Oh. This is how they look when they come out. And here are the last 4 that are going to be going in. So they look like this when they are cooking in the oven. Try not to open it all the way because we need to keep the heat in. So that's what they look like. And these ones, so you see how the two right in the down at the bottom are touching? That's why you want to make sure you have enough space between them so they don't touch. So when I come out, I have to separate them. I'm not going to touch them like with my hands. I'm going to like use a spatula or a fork to break them apart so they're not stuck together. So that one goes like that. So now what I am going to do is put my camera back up on the stand and show you guys what they look like after you plate them. Okay. So let me move that. Uh-oh. I forgot to grab my glove. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to switch this one to the back. Oh. Push this one to the back here. And then, is this one still? Yeah, still a little bit warm. So you want to be careful. So go like that. That means the other ones are done. Okay. So those ones are finished. I have to wait till these ones cool off. And let me go ahead and put the last ones in. Yes, so you see how the last 2 that is right here are touching? I have to break them apart. Well, not break them, but cut them apart. I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. Give me a minute. Let me move this one here. And get these alright. Fit these in. So I'm going to go. Alright. So those ones are in. Set timer for 8 minutes. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's going. So while I'm waiting for those to cool off, I will grab my plate. Well, those ones, let me go ahead and take care of those ones real quick. I need a knife. Okay. You want to make sure you're using a butter knife to get them apart. And try not to touch it with your arm because it's still very warm. So what you're going to do is just go gently in between and slide the knife between and then go that way. And then I'm going to look to see if there's any others like that one, those 2. I don't see any. Oh, I see some right here. Let me go ahead very gently. Alright. All the other ones looks fine. So they are very well ready. Okay, perfectly fine. So now let me get my plate and a spatula so I can show you guys. I'm not going to do the ones that just came out because they are very soft, like really soft. So the ones that are right here in front of the ones that's right here in front of you, I'm going to take these ones off so you guys can see. And you see how they're coming off very easily and gently. Okay, put that one there. I'm just going to take these ones off the tray first, and then I'll set them up so you guys can see them better, and then easier. I can easily set them up better, much better. So let me just do this here. Take them off. I can still feel the heat from the one that's by my arm, so I gotta be very careful not to burn myself. So those ones go there. Now I need that. And here. Okay. And there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this here. They're still warm over there too. Take this here, move this out the way. Put that there like so. I'll show you guys what they look like when they're very small, but just give me a second. So here they are on the finished plate. What you want to do here, geez. Let me see, there you go. So while those ones are cool and that's there, I'm going to put these in a design way that you guys can see. And then I add those ones on in a minute. Once that timer go off, that goes here. Let me just design them like so. And that one goes there and then here. And then it will go so on and so on from them going around in a circle. Like this. So what they look like when they're very small going in the oven, they look like this. So I have spreaded them out so they can make sure that they have enough room for each one. This is what they look like when they are very small. You make them. Okay. So now that's about it of the Age of Sweet Treat videos for her peanut butter cookies. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hello everyone that just joined. Are these ones ready to go? Yes, they are. You still want to be very careful and diligent with these because they're still very warm and just came out the oven. They are very nice and soft. I can show you what one look like on the inside when I put these ones on. Give me just a second. But if you guys want to tune out, you can. I'm just going to be showing you guys how they look when they're done on the inside after you cook them. This one's still warm, so all these ones are still done. Still warm here. Yep, they're very warm. I feel them a little bit with the heat. So I gotta be very, very careful. I'm not burning my fingers. Okay, so that one will go in the middle right there. I can get it there. There you go. Oh, there you go. They're on top of each other. Not overcrowding, but on top. Okay, there we go. That one. So what they look like when they're nice and done, can you guys see? They look like this. Very easy to break and very, very soft and chewy. Okay. And they're very tasty too. So, bon appetit. Thank you for watching Age of Sweet Treats.